Good evening, everyone. This is Gregor. Welcome to the stream. And today we'll be doing hopefully the final stream of A New Beginning, because I don't think I can take much more of this. And if that's not an endorsement for the game, I don't know what is. Nah, I'm being hard on this game. It's not the best adventure game I've played, but thankfully it's also not the worst yet. There's still like a couple of chapters in which it can prove me wrong, but hopefully it won't. I really hope it at least keeps being like consistent as it has been in the last 6 chapters or so. I was actually planning on streaming it yesterday so that like we could start, proper September games today, which I guess would have been like Spanish games. But yesterday I ended up leaving work at like 7:30 p.m. Had to put in like a couple of hours of overtime, not by option, not by choice, but it is what it is. I literally came home at like 7:30, got something to eat, and by like 8:30 I was asleep. Which was fun today because I actually woke up at 4 a.m.
The Jeep.
So yeah, last time we
Proper
left
tools.
the heroes,
Finally.
if you want to call them that.
It's much lighter than I thought.
Wait, what? Much lighter than I thought. Let me guess.
Let's see then. A screw, a nut. That's it. Great.
Screw the nut. Okay. Wait, where's the nut?
What else is there to say? Based on years of experience, I'd say it's still as empty as before, and I am right.
Wait, like,
It's much
what?
lighter than it looks. A pity.
Wait, is the screw like on? Oh, okay, it's on the end of the. Like, yeah, the nut is on the end of the screw, I guess.
These are the keys of the Jeep we drove here.
Fine. But yeah, I'm not hating this game, to be honest. Like I'm very disappointed at
Thank
like
God
the
the owner
voice
of the
acting,
heliport also sells cars.
especially
You guys
since
could
this
have
is
brought
supposed
down
to
our
be like
helicopter
a
without a
Final
thought.
Cut edition or something. So it kind of implies that the original edition of this was even worse somehow.
No reception.
Um,
This thing is junk.
But again, like the art style is nice. It's very evocative of, Broken Sword, for example,
It's a little
or
loose.
other games
if
of
I
that
apply
time.
some pressure here and bend it a
I'm
little
gonna break
there,
it, aren't I?
it breaks and ends up in my pocket.
I repaired it. But yeah, like if they keep like the
Useless.
art style
If Faye is right, all
and
roads to the power
maybe
plant are blocked.
add a bit
Driving
more
there would be
music,
suicide.
so like not all the locations. I mean, there's like only 2 locations in 6 chapters that actually had music in them, and you don't really like need like a swelling cinematic score for all of it. You just need like some low-key background ambient, music that's like slightly better than jungle wildlife or the sound of waves when you're on the oil rig, or well, just like nothing in the apocalypse levels, or like 2050, I guess.
A
Staple gun.
staple gun to staple wooden boxes closed.
Okay, sure. Like if it had like a bit more like background music, like maybe something like very mellow, very kind of like low key, tasteful, understated, something. I don't know what it's called. Like I've used like 10 words. I'm not actually happy with them either, but you know what I mean. Something that doesn't distract.
Bent. Duva and we have a plan.
Of course, they got
Which
drunk.
is
We drink the guard under the table. And then we're gonna steal his clothes.
Gentlemen, next round. Volunteers first.
Why?
It's my
What's
turn,
that voice?
It's my turn. I have a good feeling about this.
All right. Which color?
Red.
Spades.
Correct.
Yeah. Finally. Drink, drink.
I'd like to, but the beer's out.
Ah.
Brilliant plan.
If we just had more beer.
Why are you trying to get him drunk on beer? Isn't there like something like more potent for that?
The light is shining extremely brightly into my eyes. How tasteless. Well, at least they didn't throw their waste into the forest.
Oh god.
How
But yeah, like
I see. It covered a hole.
what now?
I can see through it to the other side.
Okay.
2 hearts, side by side. Maida would have liked this.
Okay. Like a
A
key
key
here.
ring with a bottle opener. That's saying something. May I?
Don't be rude.
Ah.
I still
You
need
didn't say
them.
the magic word.
Weird. It didn't look like a church from the outside.
That's a dumb joke. But yeah, like it just needs like better voice acting and you know some light background music to kind of make it sound a bit less boring, I guess. And at that point, you could probably forgive the like some of like the dumber puzzles and again the voice acting.
What's that good for? Away with it.
Wait, did I just pick? Where did I put all of that? Or like, where did I put the antenna for that matter, or like all the shit that I'm carrying? This is like another thing that bothers me about this game. Generally, in what are they called? Point and click adventure games. You would have hold on, screw. Okay,
It holds something on the other side.
and just like unscrew it or something with the keys. Yes, that's an old
The
trick.
keys aren't small.
Okay, so not the keys, the antenna.
Guessing won't get.
No.
Maybe it will finally be of some use.
Also, what is it with this game
That doesn't.
and like having like weird ass uses for antennas? Wait, I guess these two are the hearts that we were seeing up front, right? Screw, plug, unplug this too. I don't know what I'm unplugging, honestly. Grab some beer. Yeah, I guess we
If
need
we
to
are
give
still
them
alive
to
1
the
week
guard.
from now, I'll buy a round, but certainly not of this swill.
Mr. like beer connoisseur here. Yeah, there's like something that bothers me with, like when the games go for like the more realistic approach. Well, realistic as far as at least proportions and human behavior goes. It's really annoying that you actually get like what's it called, like TARDIS pants, I guess. Like, they basically just like open their pocket and throw everything in it, like be it like foot-long antennas or like multiple bottles of beer. Like these guys' pants currently are holding a toolbox, I guess it's 3 bottles of beer. I don't know how many there are
I
actually.
doubt that Brazilian beer is served warm and sticky.
Yum. A bent antenna, and like at points it like
there's the
actually had
plate
like
with the
so
boat type.
weird
Amazon
a
Buggy
selection of stuff.
C600.
Like at least in Broken Sword, they kept most things to like smaller items. Like sure, you could carry a lot of them, more than
A
like it
swamp
would be
boat. That could
realistic
be
to
our
actually
ticket
carry
to the power
around.
plant.
But you never saw George like grab like a 2-foot pole and just kind of like put it in his pants and be like, oh okay, it's like safely stored. Oh,
Get
exhaust pipe.
away from the boat. You've no business being there.
Why is he? Get away from the boat.
Excuse me, is that your boat?
None of your business.
May I ask you a question anyway?
None of your business.
Bugger off.
Hmm. Like a rubber ducky up there for whatever reason.
I said bugger off.
Can I just like
I said-
annoy him and like get him to shoot me? Yeah, that counts as a game completed, right?
There. You can continue the game.
Oh, thank you. Well, gentlemen, let's continue.
Also, why isn't the barkeep like objecting to me actually like stealing the bottles from back?
Without the light, I look as dull as ever.
Wow.
Either God just withheld
Ugh.
colonialist jungle kitsch.
Excuse
Two
me.
hearts.
What do you mean colonialist? This is Brazil. Like what? What? Good grief.
Morning.
Morning. You are with the others, right?
Who are you talking about?
The new team of technicians for the power plant. A small lady with a bun, a hysterical giant, and some guy who looks like you with better posture.
Wait,
Oh, yes,
wait.
I'm with them.
Thoughts.
Who's the giant?
What can I do for
Can
you?
you like rewind back to like the giant? Like Augie is the giant. He's not much taller than what's your name, Faye?
What's the best way to get to the power plant?
Oh, well, that's a short trip. Just 2 miles downriver. If I notify Miss Buendia over at the power plant, she'll send a boat immediately. You just have to tell me your names, and I'll announce you.
Thanks. That's very kind of you. But we're fine on our own.
You do know that the river is the only access to the plant, don't you?
And
If you
how
try
is
to
that
travel
not
by
like
land,
a
you'll find
big
that the area is
red
secured
like
by
flag?
electric fences, and the guards shoot.
It's like, hey, we're the
everything
new
that moves.
technicians, but no,
Inez will be
don't
happy to
call
send a boat to get
our
you once
boat.
he knows that you're here.
I'm sure he would, but for now, I have to decline.
This guy is acting weirdly not suspicious.
Isn't there a boat here already?
Only Jorge's and Benicio's patrol boat.
Jorge.
They've been
Hey,
waiting all
Wales,
day
hi,
for a
how's it going? How are we
mechanic
doing
to repair
today?
the old cow.
How's
Miss
how's
Buendia has
the
been notified,
elite
but no one's
going?
here yet. It shouldn't concern you though, because only security guards are.
I
allowed
saw
on that
the
boat.
thing on Gibbon's stream that sorry, on Gibbon's server that you put the migration. So kind of like getting closer to it, I guess.
Why is there a bar here in the middle of the jungle?
The bar is part of the river harbor. The workers from the power plant come here in the evenings to party. The power plant increases the country's quality of
Party.
life.
That doesn't
and I
look like
increase
any
the quality
place
of
anyone
life
would
at the
party at,
power
to be
plant.
honest.
I'm an important guy.
I'd rather say the power plant poisons the planet and you poison its workers.
There's enough poison for everyone.
That's a way of seeing it.
Does the bar belong to Indez Industries as well?
The whole valley belongs to Indez Industries. Haven't you passed any of the checkpoints on your way here?
Checkpoints? With passport control and a security check?
Yeah, sure, the whole thing. You'd have to crash through the underbrush like a madman and get past all the mines if you wanted to avoid the checkpoints.
Like a madman? I see. One flew east and one flew west and one flew over the cuckoo's nest.
I hate it so much that the first voice line that I've heard in like 10 hours of this game that wasn't delivered in like a weird monotone was that line. So basically the guy's acting drunk in order to display emotion. So well done.
Bring me some coffee, please.
Sorry, no more coffee. The fresh supply is expected later today.
Of course they were gonna do this joke. I immediately thought of this joke the moment he said sorry, no more coffee.
No coffee? In South America? We must have taken a wrong turn somewhere.
No, you made the right turn just at the wrong time. My bar was cramped with workers from the power plant 24/7 until yesterday. Then a committee in Norway threatened to put all of them out of work. It had something to do with an algae or some such. Anyway, we don't have any beer and booze anymore, and coffee's out too.
Has the mood improved by now?
Yeah, it looks
Has
like
it?
the algae and their inventor blew up. The
Oh.
committee took the threats back. The workers are happy and the jobs are secure. The only one who has to suffer now is you. But, as I said, you'll get your coffee this evening at the latest.
What was wrong with the boat again?
What's wrong with it is that it broke down. Jorge's waiting for the mechanic while Benicio's killing time with your friends. But as I said, you are not allowed on it anyway.
That's all I...
Okay.
Okay, so am I supposed to act like I'm the engineer or something, or like the technician or whatever?
That won't take us to the power plant.
Also, what? She wasn't here before.
Faye?
How's your cough?
Better. And I'm not coughing blood anymore.
As soon as
I kind
we
of ran out.
save the algae, you must go to a hospital.
Yes, sure.
What was it you wanted me to do?
Find a way to the power plant. We can't use the Jeep from here.
Fine. I'll get you as soon as everything's ready.
Okay.
See you.
Okay, that was a bit pointless. So, I guess we have to talk with the other guys.
Look, Bent, I got wasted.
Well
We're in the
done.
middle of the Brazilian jungle, only a few miles away from Indez's power plant, and your son.
So wait, they made it all the way from
drinking with the
from
guards.
Norway to Brazil
Great,
with
ain't it?
this
No,
guy
it ain't
still
great,
having
but
his
I haven't
leg
come here to bark at
broken. I
you.
want to say.
Really?
It Duva, I'm sorry. I wasn't a good father.
Is it really the
And,
time for this?
I made a real mess of things.
Really?
Oh well. Why don't you just have another drink? Because that's all I wanted to say, really.
Bent?
Hmm?
Let's save the world first before we save our relationship, shall we? I'd prefer to get the small things off the table before we start dealing with the big stuff.
Yes, of course. Take care, Duva.
You too.
And don't drink too much, Harry.
Aw, now you've ruined this beautiful
They're
goodbye.
bonding
I'm just saying.
over saving the world.
We spent our last vacation in Brazil, but I don't think he remembers. He was still a small child at the time.
Back in my day.
Don't you want to open that bottle?
In a minute, I have to think. All in its own good time.
Would you like
Do
open
you
it for
want
him?
me to open the beer for you?
Well, that would be great, mister. You can use the
Ooh.
bottle opener on my key ring.
Oh, this is like the chance.
May I?
Sure, mister. But don't forget to put them back.
Let's see, can we tamper with it? Wait, what? Wait, there's like an examination thing that is not showing. What?
So different.
Okay, I guess I opened the thing. Isn't there like some way to
No, there must
just, like
As
remove
a
the?
scientist, am I a handyman or an expert idiot?
Wow.
That doesn't make
Isn't there like a way to remove the keys off of the
I can see from here.
from the keychain or something? I was like, give them back
Just
to him.
put it.
Hmm.
You are playing a drinking game?
Yep. Wanna join?
I want you to
No.
become sober and help.
We are helping. We're helping, see? Benicio draws a card and we guess the suit. If we're right, he has a drink. And once he's drunk,
Oh no!
we'll
I know what.
steal his
I know what
clothes.
this is
Very
going for.
simple.
What do you want to bet? That I'm gonna have to peep from the other side of this hole and let them know what the
Can you lend me some money?
what
Why
the
me?
card he's holding
Because you were
is.
the only one to exchange money at the heliport.
Oh, damn it, you got me. Here,
Yeah, yeah, got
take
me.
it,
Yeah.
but don't spend it all at once, will ya?
Thanks.
Was the voice actor voicing like a different game for that one line?
How's it going with the plan?
He's too sneaky.
Ed Knott was shot and Sam Shot was not shot, so it's better to be shot than not.
Blah, 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 blah.
We're so close to winning, but we need a more refined strategy.
You better leave the thinking to someone else.
Whatever.
You'll not get far in this state.
Why? Where do I want to get to?
You wanted to come with us to the power plant to write an article about us.
Oh, why don't you just tell me what happened afterwards?
That's assuming we make it out alive.
And
See,
these people are on my
That's why
side.
I'm getting hammered.
Gee, I wish I
Are all
I
your
was getting
articles
hammered right now
secondhand?
instead of
Not
playing
all
this.
of them. Most of it is my own work.
So you make up the stories. Why doesn't that surprise me?
Hey, I can't sell the truth if it won't make the cover. So what if an old lady becomes a hot blonde and a monk becomes a murderer?
And what do you make of two drunken good-for-nothings?
Holmes and Watson.
How's it?
He's blah. We're so
You better.
what a
So
I'm not
the way I think this is kind of gonna go is I'm gonna go on the back side of this and start like illuminating all these things depending on like which card I see. So there's like the square, the cross, and the two hearts, the red heart and the pink heart. Oh boy, this is not gonna be fun.
It's not much.
Not much, but it should be enough for now.
One of in. He looks pretty. May I?
Okay, so I guess... Yeah, let me see if my hunch is correct.
I can see the guard's cards, and if these old eyes of mine aren't deceiving me, that's hearts. I don't know what's...
Well, spades, diamonds, or clubs?
Neither. I say hearts.
Right. I take a drink.
It's
Okay.
hearts.
Wrong. You take a drink.
Wait, what?
Spades.
Plugging it out, pulling it out, gets it. What?
Well, what do you say? What am I holding?
Could it be
Wrong.
Okay.
Diamonds.
Diamonds. What's the diamonds? This one?
Well, I bet you can't say what suit it is.
does it have anything to do with mirrors?
Well, do you even know what?
Oh my god. Hey Goshi, hi, how's it going? How are we doing today? Good grief.
Without the light, I look...
Is there like a way of like flipping this? Reminds you of Scooby-Doo? Really? I mean, it's a lot like Broken Sword,
Something.
which is to say, well, it's a lot like Broken Sword.
Either God...
That does. I wouldn't know how.
May I? Do you want me?
Well, that you can.
God, I hate that you have to do this like
Sure.
every single time.
Not working.
Okay, so I guess this is not the way of never played. Oh, I mean, yeah, fair enough. I will say it's a much better game. It's a much better series than this. But yeah, if you Google Broken Sword, like at least maybe like the first or the second one, it looks really close to what you're seeing here. Although maybe a bit, older, I guess. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking there's like some way to like edit these a bit so that they are
My life might have.
like Duve gets like a hint to. Oh, it won't let me leave unless I return the keys, right? Yeah. Okay. Do you remember the first one?
Diamonds.
Oh, okay, I know.
Something moved on the other side.
Yeah, okay. So we're using the coins to like
Sounds like something...
mess with the screws. Was everyone on TV at the time? I mean, okay, so this is diamonds, this is hearts, this is clubs, and does the cross count for? Oh my god, does it? I don't think it does. Let me see.
Spades.
Spades is the lower one.
Well, Spades, diamonds,
Is everyone
or
on TV?
clubs?
I mean, probably.
Spades? Right. I take a drink.
Bleh. Just like have to open it for him again. Oh my god, am I gonna have to open it for him again? That's such an annoying one.
Do you want me?
Well, you can.
May I?
Sure.
Or I wonder if it's just that
There must now.
like there's like a thing I need to do and it won't progress past this. Like he will never get drunk until I like split the key from like the key ring. But yeah, Broken Sword is like a really good game. Honestly, I'd recommend the first two in a heartbeat. The third one kind of comes and goes. The fourth one's kind of like
Diamonds.
crappy. I don't know. I guess like the fifth one I've never played.
Well, what do you say?
Is the one that got kickstarted.
Diamonds?
Right. I take a drink.
The guard is drunk enough now.
Ooh.
Has Lady Luck left you?
No, she's just gone to.
There's no reason to be.
Oh, really?
Father, stop interfering with our game. We're doing fine without you.
If you say so. May I?
Hands off.
How's it going with the plan?
See for yourself.
Singing Simon, sung, sings on. Hey, where are my keys?
On the table right in front of you.
Right. If one of you wimps tries to steal them, I'll mop the floor with him.
Time for phase 2.
I'm not. Do you want me to?
Well, that would be. You can use.
Okay, so what
May I?
changes now?
Hey.
Calm down. I just want to open the bottle.
Huh? Okay, but no tricks.
What if I give him the other car keys?
Here, your keys.
I'll kick your asses next round.
I'll just put them on the table, okay? That was that.
That's such a dumb way of solving this.
Hey, that's not for free.
How much is it?
Show me how much you've got, and I'll tell you if it's enough.
Okay.
Will that be enough for a call?
Sure. That'll be enough for several calls. Indez is paying the bill anyway.
And what did I give you the money for?
Excuse me?
Service charge. Didn't you want to call someone?
I forgot whom. Can I have my money back, please?
I'm sure you'll remember.
Wow. Okay, so I got the keys. What are the keys for? Oh, it's for the boat.
I'd rather not.
Can you just like tell him I'm the
Tools.
engineer?
See?
So?
I'm a mechanic, specialized in airboats. May I take a look?
A Bible doesn't make a pope. First, you gotta tell me what engine we're using.
A Dunham ZX7.
Nice try, but the Dunham is a fogger motor.
How would you know?
I killed vermin on a plantation before I came here.
And now you're in Emilio Indez's private army. Interesting career choice.
Nah, I'm still doing the same thing. The vermin just got bigger.
Okay.
I
like-
see.
This guy's like constantly on like a tilt. So he won't let me examine the engine, right?
I said,
Okay.
Ah, there's the plate with the boat type. Amazon Buggy C600.
Okay. So how like you clearly need to use the like the model number to like find out what like
Leave
stuff
the
about the
form-
boat.
Has Lady Luck?
No.
There's no reason.
Oh,
Father,
Yeah, whatever.
I...
Okay. How about you? about you.
What can I do? What's wrong with it is that Horga's waiting for the mechanic. Well, but as I said, you are.
That's all. Faye?
Okay.
See you.
Is there something I haven't examined that would tell me more about the boat?
Didn't you want to call some? I'm sure.
Mm. Yeah, for some reason it won't let me examine the keys. Okay, not exactly it won't let me examine the keys, but like the moment you examine them, it automatically skips to the next like bit. So like it skips the description of them for whatever reason. I don't know why. Although I do assume it's got something to do with the voice line, I guess, being
No
weird.
thanks. I've already taken more than enough bottles.
Mm.
I'll talk to you once you've. What kind of.
How should I know if you don't even let me on the boat?
All our boats were delivered with the same engine. If you know one, you know them all. You don't seem to know none. And now, get off my back.
Okay. So how do you find that out?
Leave the poor.
Oh, we spent our life, but I.
Mm.
What can I do?
That's all I need.
Okay.
That won't. I forgot who.
I'm sure.
Okay, still like
May
the
I
same.
use?
It's okay.
Still the same interaction.
Faye? See you later.
Like this is like where it's annoying for me. It would make sense to have Faye use her like futuristic like tablet thing to look up the details herself. Instead, I assume you have to like find a phone number or something and give the like the engine manufacturer a call or whatever.
It bends easily, but it will be hard to secure it.
Oh, okay, hold on.
I'll take the shield, bend it so the screw will go through the opening at both ends, secure it with the nut, and I'll have a self-made screw clamp in no time. Not bad.
And what's this good for?
Not the most robust.
Okay.
I don't.
A white flag won't stop the climate change.
Some.
I have to attach the tarp.
Okay, I guess we need to use this to
Now I'm really getting.
what's it called? I guess we need to use this to like fix the boat once we answer like the guy's question. But again, I'm at a loss here. I have like no idea what you're meant to like examine or talk to, or you know, whatever. To figure out what
Luckily,
kind of engine
someone
this
thought of
has.
storing it in a cool place.
I'm like kind of suspicious that the key description has like some what's it called? Has something to do with it.
I don't like it at all.
Not the guard.
I don't like it at all.
Okay.
I'll talk to you once you've answered my question.
Okay, so
kind
what
of
do we do
engine does the
here?
boat have?
I'm stumped. I should probably like check it up, right? See like what the actual fuck is going on here. Wait a minute. Okay, let's see. Look at the sign on the boat. Look at the book beside the guard. Wait, the what? Oh,
I don't know.
Then get.
cool.
This is the manual for the swamp boat. And there's the number of a
Wow.
service hotline below the title. I'll memorize that, just in case.
Who thought to make the book the same exact color as the rusty metal behind it? And you can barely see this here. If it wasn't for like these little like scraps of paper sticking out, I would never have known. Jeez.
I hate
mean,
hotlines.
I,
but
I,
I've
I
got
didn't
no
expect them
choice.
to make it like bright red and like flashing neon or something. But, geez, like make it like green. Make it like olive green, right? Just like slightly
question
different
about
than the
one of your
background.
engines.
Just like maybe like a shade or tone or like whatever.
It's an Amazon buggy C600.
And what engine?
I've forgotten the name, I'm afraid.
Then look it up. We put the name on all of our engines. Goodbye.
Okay. Guess I'm gonna keep.
Transport boat.
Yes, I wanted to ask.
I'm sorry. What kind of engine?
It's a serial engine.
Just a second.
What does it mean, serial
Are you
engine, by the
talking
way?
about the Drifter TTX?
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I would give anything if this wasn't actually the case and we just like fucked it up, because like Ben prematurely decided that yeah, this is the engine.
I'll talk to you once you've answered my question. What kind of engine does the boat have?
You were using a Drifter TX.
Right.
So now that I've proven
Wait, no,
that I'm
hold
a
on. It's not a
mechanic,
TX.
why
It's a
don't you tell me what's wrong
TTX.
with her?
The exhaust is
That's what
blocked.
the lady said.
The wind rudder ripped, and the fuel hose leaks.
Okay.
The fuel hose has come loose and is lying on the ground.
Okay,
As
I'll
long
touch.
as I can't climb,
Oh, yeah, okay, sure.
I should. I hope this works. Ha! It clamps the top of the hose to the tank. Not a
It's like
permanent
no
solution,
way this would
but
have
good enough
worked
for now.
ever. Okay, what was else? Like the rudder? I guess we use the tarp for this.
The wind rudder is in tatters.
Okay, so
The tarp fits perfectly. Now I only have to fasten it.
it's like this guy, like this guy, like waiting for hours for an engineer to arrive,
No, I can just use the staple gun
and
with the
like
tarp and
freaking Ben just comes here and like steals things off of a shed and just
I'm
fixes it.
done. Wish it were always that simple.
No kidding. What's the other problem? The wind rudder, the fuel hose, and the exhaust pipe, I guess.
Looks like something got stuck in there.
No, I guess this is what we use.
Well, that's one useful fish hook. Aha! So that's the problem. A snake got stuck inside the exhaust pipe.
What?
Is it dead?
It couldn't have survived in there. Why? Are you afraid of snakes?
Take the evil thing and throw it away. Far away. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna throw it far, far away, and not say on like a guard that might be afraid of it. You know, guard that's kind of in my way of finishing the
Not a
game.
step closer with that big.
I just wanted to show her.
Ah, yes. It's
Okay, so clearly we now need to do something with the snake.
There must be an easier way.
Would you like talk with anyone? Yeah. Told you that we would talk later.
Leave the poor man alone.
You're
He's
having a difficult time now.
difficult
Blah blah blah.
time right now.
Has Lady Luck left you?
No, she's just gone to get Sigs. Why do you ask such a stupid question?
There's no reason to be rude.
Oh, really?
Father, stop interfering with our game. We're doing fine without you.
If you say so.
Ben Svensson isn't dead.
Oh.
He's here with me.
I'm just repeating what the guards said. Bent Svensson is dead, and the algae is history.
None of that is true. Indes still has one specimen. We are here to save it.
Oh, Faye, you and your
Oh,
plans.
Faye.
Why do you still believe that this Svensson will be able to achieve anything?
Because I want to believe it.
Oh, wake up and stop dreaming, will you? It takes more than good intentions to save the world. You need to act recklessly.
This is like the
At
same
some
guy
point,
that
you'll go
3
up in
chapters
smoke,
ago was
and
telling
no
us,
one will
don't
remember
act
who you
recklessly.
were and why you were here. No one will remember me tomorrow either, but at least I'll have given the world a future.
Stay away from the power plant. Wait for us.
Too late. I've just found the back entrance. Farewell, Faye.
I've
Over
just
and
found
out.
the bug entrance,
Salvador.
if you know what I mean.
Salvador, answer me!
We have a boat.
Oh, Bent, that's great. We have to leave immediately. Salvador is going to do it solo.
Is that a bad thing?
You don't know him. He'll kill them all
Uh,
of those who stand in his way, and maybe he'll even destroy the
why does
algae.
this sound
Where's
like
the boat?
innuendo to me?
Follow me. Excuse me, Mr.
Yes?
We would need the boat after all.
Why don't you come and get it then? Benny, where are you? We're having a situation here.
That was your plan?
It was only the beginning. Watch and learn.
Oh, okay, now I can
Aim
throw it to
and-
him.
Fire.
Ah! Go away! Get off of me! Ah!
Hurry, Bent, get in the boat.
Oh my god, so much emotion. It's like, ah, get away from me. Ah.
Don't worry. We can make it.
Huh?
Creepy smile. Also, did they just like
I
abandon?
said you shouldn't worry. The world won't end
Did
today.
did they just abandon Due and like Augie? What's his name? With like another armed guard who's probably gonna be very pissed off when he finds out that the boat was stolen. Good grief. They could at least have shown them like kind of like going into the jeep and hiding. Hey, chapter 8, that's the last one. Woo! One step closer to being done with this. Oh, it's all my wildest dreams coming true.
It must be here somewhere. I can locate Salvador's radio transmitter on the other side of the river.
When did you say the reactor accident happened?
This afternoon, we have to hurry.
Okay, wait, on this side of the river? On the other side of the river? Oh, okay. Just walk across, I guess. Electric fence.
Bent, look, there's a gap. We just have to lift it a little bit, and then we can slip through.
For heaven's sake, Faye, don't you see all the dead insects? It's an electric fence. So don't you touch it.
Honestly, like maybe it's just like the resolution. It's supposed to be like one of those like chain link fences, but from here it looks like less like a fence and more like sticks with like a wire running on top of them. They could just like probably like squeeze under if they really wanted to. Okay, so I guess there's like a branch or something that we can use to lift it up. Oh, yeah, of course. So far, so standard.
Please be careful, will you?
The way is clear.
Amazing. Bzz.
Salvador?
Looks like we're too late.
He can't have gone.
Oh, sorry about that.
Wait,
That was me.
we can't just storm in there. This place is heavily guarded.
Salvador found a way, or he would still be here.
Or he didn't.
Salvador must have spent days here.
I hope the guards haven't caught him already.
Or the other way around. Nothing. Not even a sleeping bag.
Okay, let's see. There's like nothing else, I guess. Wait, binoculars? These are not
Nigel had
binoculars.
such binoculars too. If I remember correctly, you have to adjust the focus and select the area you want to inspect more closely. Then you can use the buttons on the right side to zoom in and out. It was also possible somehow to make and read notes. Looks like there's a note already.
Log 1, 2230. The target is a fortress. There must be security gaps. I just haven't found them yet. We'll systematically analyze the area and document findings in code. I'll get in there somehow.
This must be the place Salvador described, but
Wait.
I think I haven't adjusted the focus correctly yet.
What? Oh, skip.
There's nothing important here, or I didn't adjust the focus properly.
How do you... Oh. How do you adjust the focus? Like, what's the... Hold on. 28, 29 is 432, so maybe... What if I put it to 1829? Right? It's like 290. 08? Oh, hold on. 0029. 388. I guess this button does nothing.
So I
640, 432. I really don't get this puzzle. Okay, let me just like try like this. Let's try like that square. Hey, Ghost Rider. Hi, how's it going? How are you doing today? How was Sifu? Go 388. 640. 640. What's the puzzle here? 290%. It's like the focus something or another. I don't know. 1495 it says. Hold on.
Yes! Salvador left a voice message about this area, and he jotted down some values too. I must analyze this thoroughly. Maybe that way I can reconstruct his course of action. Salvador made a note here. All access points are within line of sight of the watchtower. The pipes are sealed. Impossible to gain entry that way.
Okay, I think the next one's gonna be 3591.
Log 2, 0142. A processing plant. Close to the jungle, but fenced in. Only a few hiding places. The watchtower is another problem. I'll take a closer look at it. Maybe it's just there for deterrence.
Okay, let's try 3591. Yeah, okay. So the next like zoom thing is like displayed here.
Log 3, 0446. The watchtower is a problem. Guards are patrolling the inner areas. One patrol starts at the garage, passes the heliport on their left, and ends
Okay,
at the bridge.
garage,
I should take a
heliport,
look at the
bridge.
vehicles they have to pass on their way. Maybe I can ambush them there.
The tower is manned around the clock. The access point is too high and steep. They'd spot me long before I made it to the top. The guards have permanent radio contact with each other.
Okay, let me just like try to put the code in first. 2897. And like the garage. No, it's not the garage. It's the bridge. The bridge. No, it's like the vehicles, I guess. No. Here? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so next one is 1152.
Log 4, 0712. Emilio Indez arrived in a boat. Followed him past the garage to the main building. The buildings intersect, and that's where he has his office.
Indez and an assistant arrived in 2 boats. The heliport guards watch all boats.
Okay, so I guess like main building is the next one. Yeah, there we go. A, B, C, D. What does that even mean?
His days are numbered. Aha! The algae container. I guess that means phase plan failed. Bent! I found the algae! It really is in Indez's office.
And how do we get in there?
Don't rush me. I'm working on it. The elevator is unsuitable for a surprise attack.
Log 5, 0949. I finally found a way into the main building. A pipe system leads all the way to the reactor. It passes both cooling towers and the processing plant, and ends in a small building that protrudes over the fence and can be accessed from the jungle. A path leads to a door in the back. That must be it.
So A, B, C, D might be like 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. We're looking at pipes, right? Okay, it's not here. Here? No. Maybe... No. I've seen this. It was like, where's the pipe system? Here. Or maybe it has to do like B, C. C is this one, right? D, A, B, C, D.
Log 5, 0949. I finally found a way into the main building. A pipe system leads all the way to the reactor. It passes both cooling towers and the processing plant.
How am I doing
and
with
ends in a
everything?
small building
I mean, I think this is like the
protrudes
last
over the
chapter,
fence
so
and can be accessed from the
yeah,
jungle.
I think we're like
A
close to
path leads
finishing
a
this.
door in
Okay, so the reactor passes both cooling towers and the processing plant. It's like this pipe thing here, right? I just like don't know what like the correct zoom is. Like maybe here. Let's see, B. 592. If I'm correct, like each spot like takes like the number from like the the previous clue. The problem is I don't have the A number anymore. I'm gonna try like 1592, 2592, 3592. Like I maybe, oh, hold on, 1592 then. The first coordinates are these. Just maybe not finding the correct. Let me listen to this again.
Log 5, 0949. I finally found a way into the main building. A pipe system leads all the way to the reactor. It passes both cooling towers and the processing plant, and ends in a small building that protrudes over the fence and can be accessed from the jungle. A path leads to a door in the back. That must be it.
The last. Oh no! Go back! No! Go back! Please tell me it kept them. Oh no! What was it? 1592? Let's see. It's like 5 is the second digit here. 2 is the last digit. Okay. 9 is the third digit, and the first digit is 1. It's scratched here. Where's like the? It says something about the bug entrance. Maybe it's no. Here? No. It's like the front entrance. Maybe this. Like I'm pretty sure I have the correct like zoom number here. Let's see, it says
Log
goes
5,
past
0949.
Yeah.
I finally found a way into the main building. A pipe system leads
It's all the way to the
reactor. It passes both
cooling towers and the processing plant.
and ends in a small building that protrudes over the fence. A path.
Okay, protrudes over the fence and can be accessed from the jungle. Here? Hey!
Bent, I found him.
Where is he?
He
Got
found
it.
the back entrance. Come on, I'll show you.
He found the bug entrance. Like he said he did. Like he literally told you he had a bug entrance. I literally made a porn joke about it. Kinda.
Locked.
Or barricaded.
Maybe Salvador doesn't want us to follow him.
He can be a bit difficult. Whatever, we have to get in there. Nope.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to use the pipes, aren't I?
Let's try climbing through the pipe.
You can do that one without me. After all the climbing I did in the lab, my back won't take it anymore.
Fine, I'm going to
Oh,
look
my
for a way to
back,
open
it
the door from
hurts
the
back
other
in
side
my
then.
day.
See you.
Be careful.
What? Oh. Hello. Oh. What's this? It's a corridor full of shit I can't actually use. Also, hold
I wonder
on.
what this is supposed to be, and what do all of these lights mean?
Oh, I know what this means. I'm gonna have to like do the Towers of Hanoi puzzle to get through. Okay, I guess the lever for the bridge isn't doing anything. So how do we solve all of this?
I wonder what this and what do all.
Okay, let's try turning it to the right. It floods this side, and then turn it to the left. How about I turn it to the left again? Okay, now that everything is flooded. put everything to the right. And now it should all be... Yeah, okay. Why isn't the bridge working? Oh, floating bridge. Okay. Sure. So, I guess I have to...
I wonder what do I...
Yeah, except it won't let me actually flood the middle one. I don't know
have to get-
why. Oh. Okay. Okay, I see how this is. So you basically have to flood the right tower first, all the way. Just like use it once more to the right. Then use the left tower to go down to the bottom. Open the bulkhead. Move this lever so the bridge gets unlocked, I guess.
The bridge undocked from the platform.
Yep. And now start like moving it to the middle platform, maybe. Yep. Okay, I need to flood the middle one more. Do I though? Oh, I need to flood the middle one more, and then I need to lock the bridge. There we go. So it won't drop after I'm like draining the whole thing.
The bridge is docked to the platform.
Okay. And now I need to bring this to the right. Yeah, so now it stays. Now this is accessible, but then we also need to like climb down to the middle and come to like this room, which means I need to close the bulkhead. So I need to transfer it all to the right again. What the? Close the bulkhead. Do this. Bring two of them to the left. 1, 2. Now I should be able to access the middle part here. Okay, I mean, this is like a more interesting puzzle, right? It's not like the most amazing one ever, but it's interesting. There's like proper logic behind it, not just, you know, random squares until you find out what's missing. So I guess if I open this valve, okay, what does that do?
I did it.
It did what? Oh. Okay. And here it was actually gonna be interesting, and I was gonna have to like figure out how to drain this side to, you know, get down to the bottom floor. Guess not.
Bent.
Finally, what did you do in there?
Don't whine, let's go.
Don't whine,
Salvador
let's go.
can't be far.
Whoa.
That was Salvador.
Kellerman!
Shh, someone's coming.
Damn it, Kellerman, where are you?
I am here, sir, and I brought a visitor.
Duva.
Bent.
Svensson Jr. What do you want, Duva? Are you here to get your money, or are you here for your accursed magic vegetable?
You have no right to our research, Indes.
Quite the opposite. I consider it my duty to rid the world of this green slime.
And since I am not only diligent, but also very thorough, I will dispose of its creators as well.
That's my cue, right?
Yes. Take them to the other prisoners and kill them.
I really wish they didn't give the bald guy such a
His
like
old man and that crazy
obviously
climate activist
evil
won't
thing.
be far either.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'll enjoy an algae tea in my office.
Yeah, like don't mind all the corpses around here. Just like, go have some tea.
Bent?
They will kill him.
No, they won't. Not on my watch.
I
Oh,
think you
the
overestimate
emotions.
yourself.
No, listen to me. The algae in our future was developed by you and Duva. If Duva had died today, the algae wouldn't have existed in the future, and we wouldn't have been able to travel to the past.
Ooh,
the
time
timeline would have
paradox.
changed drastically. So much so, in fact, that I would disintegrate.
I don't understand. Does this mean we can't keep the reactor accident from happening?
No, but if we do, I will disappear. You don't have to understand that right now. You just have to trust me when I tell you that you will save your son.
Yes.
Okay. I'll trust you then.
Don't think about it too much. Just time paradoxes.
Good. Meanwhile, I'll take care of the algae. Let's go.
Take care, Faye.
You too.
This isn't how reflections work. No. This is not like at any way how reflections work.
Buendia, I don't want to be disturbed for half an hour.
Don't mind the corpses, Miss Buendia.
And please, turn up the air conditioner.
Of course, sir.
The algae is in the room above me, together with Indez. I have to lure him out somehow. Luckily, the ladder is out of sight of the woman. He's so confident of his victory. You just wait, Indez. Your end is nigh. There it is.
Oh,
Finally.
God, like right up until the end, she just doesn't like display any emotion at all. You just wait, Indez. Hey, Marcus, hi, how's it going? How are we doing today?
Not as long as Indez is sitting right in front of my nose.
How has Soul Hackers 2 been treating you so far? Secretary. Hypo. Nice. Oh, this is nice. So nice.
I have to be careful she doesn't see me.
Okay, how do we do that? Also,
That's the wedge from the ladder.
yeah, why was the ladder wedged? I don't get it.
That path leads right into the lion's den. No way.
Okay, I'm confused. What am I supposed to be doing here then? Throw it
That's
at
no
the
use.
secretary? Have 100% of the game was very 6 out of 10 experience for you? Oh, that's not good. How much time did it take you, out of curiosity?
No.
Yeah, she would spot me immediately. So I guess like whatever it is we have to do is up here, right? Almost 70 hours. Wait. Didn't it come out on Friday? You managed to put 70 hours in like 6 days? That's impressive actually. Well done.
This shaft leads behind Mrs. Buendia's table. I don't think so. That's no use. I don't think.
Okay, we have to. That's 2 playthroughs. Oof. Nice. So wait, does it actually require 2 playthroughs to finish? Asking for a friend. It only takes 3 days to put 70 hours into the game. Yeah, I mean, hi Millie Mage.
Let's see if this works.
I mean, I am kind of asking because
Now
I'm
they're being
like
blown down.
interested in the game, to be honest. Just like readjust the controls here.
Ha! It'll be getting cold now.
Ah, warm air is coming in again.
I shouldn't get any closer. Not as long as...
Oh my god, am I gonna have to do the same thing to like raise the temperature again?
Let's see if...
This is so dumb.
Now they're being...
Yeah, okay. So now I have to redo the controls.
And hot...
The hot air can stay outside.
I think they've got some like mismatch in the dialogue here, by the way. Like I think the hot and cold that faces should be flipped. Because like she says, "Oh, it's cold now," and he's all, you know, "Ooh, it's hot." Oh well. I mean, I was kind of looking forward to Soul Hackers. It's kind of sad to hear that it's not like that great. I might end up just like getting on a sale, to be honest, and you know, playing it through at my leisure. But yeah, 70 hours for 2 playthroughs isn't that bad, to be honest.
Let's see if this works. Now they're being... Ha! It'll be getting cold now.
Miss Buendia?
Yes, sir?
My French window is stuck and the air conditioning doesn't work properly. Turn it up again, please. I don't want to freeze to death in this wilderness.
Of course, sir.
Why is your voice sounding like she's like using like a radio or something? It's not just me. It's not because I'm like having the just like one headphone on.
Let's see if this... Now they're being...
Okay, I assume I have to open the panel or something. And like mess up the... Oh, you know, hold on. Cut the telephone wire.
And snip.
Okay.
Ha! It'll be getting cold now.
Miss Buendia, the air conditioning. Do you hear me? Please turn down the air conditioner right now. I'm the head of a global corporation and not a polar bear at the North Pole.
Okay.
If you want to get something done, you'd better do it yourself.
Okay. Probably shorten alert difficulties though. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Still, it kind of sucks. Like, the first one was like maybe like 30 hours long at best. But it was still like such a great little JRPG. It sucks that the new one isn't like doesn't live up to the hype. Shame.
I did it.
Okay, now what? Oh. Okay. Let me just save.
The control panel for the magnet crane.
Chest. No, it's not a chest, it's a
crane.
crane.
Without a lid.
A crane?
A crane without a lid.
Oh my god, this is like the last chapter here kind of fucked everything up, didn't it?
A garbage container with excess material.
There's like literally 3 different typos in the last
lid are
like
the
10
only
minutes.
Useful things in here. I'll take both. A metal lid for a barrel or something like that.
Okay. So what's my objective here? Oh, I see.
This looks like an emergency switch to deactivate the magnet crane. Warning. For use in an emergency only. Immediate
They tried something
shutdown
different.
of the magnet
Wait,
crane.
they wanted to mix Persona and SMT, so it's like SMT but with like the school life stuff from Persona, I guess?
Are you Salvador?
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to save you. Get ready.
I need something to cut the ropes.
Understood. I'll see to it. That'd be a way.
Can you like break it?
Not work. Some keys.
And a laser pointer, okay.
An ordinary.
Let's say it has social events. Lovely.
Only when the crane is up. I'd better pick.
Okay, what do I need to do here? It's not like there's like a lot of stuff to interact with. Oh, you know what? I think I know what I need to do. Let's like put this on. Let's like put this on top. No, hold on. Lower. I guess that will break the glass. No.
Looks promising.
I don't get why I need to break the glass this way.
Nothing happens. Looks like it can only be
Okay, this I guess releases the emergency switch.
What? Oh. You should work on your aim if you are trying to kill me with a pane of glass. Ah!
Thanks.
Good grief. You didn't have to go and kill the
He
man.
was shooting at you. What do you
Are
mean
you here
you
to
didn't
discuss
have
ethics,
to kill
or
the
do you
man?
want to save the world?
He literally murdered everyone
Because we
you
don't
knew
have
on the
time
oil
for
rig.
both.
Good grief.
There must be a way to prevent the reactor accident without risking even more people.
Accident? Prevent? What did Faye tell you?
I know everything. The reactor accident, the complete destruction of the climate, your stopover in 2050.
What? 2050?
That one was mine. We had to tell him something, otherwise he wouldn't have helped us.
That little schemer.
Why is he so amused?
What's so funny? What's going on here?
Faye lied to you, Svensson. There was no accident. I am the accident.
I don't understand a word of this.
Me neither. That was like the entire thing in like since the start of the game.
So there wasn't a catastrophe? The world didn't end today?
What day is it today? March 27, 1982. A completely random, interchangeable day in your oh-so-peaceful life. Of course, the world didn't end today, nor did it end next Wednesday, on July 8th, or sometime in
Drinking
2011.
games, yeah, I mean, I need a drink after this
There was a
game.
catastrophe, yes, but it wasn't an isolated individual event that caused it. There wasn't a big bang. It was a gradual process that took decades. Which was the reason why you never did anything about it.
But I talked to Delvin. I saw the future.
The photos you saw were from the early 26th century, not from 2050. Seems like Faye needed a part of our mission after all. You're a perfect example of why
the
we
lip
are
syncing
right.
in this is amazingly
Mankind will only
atrocious.
react to immediate threats.
What about your stopover in 2050?
There was a stopover, but it was much later. The climate change didn't happen from one day to the next. It took several centuries.
Nah.
Was the future of the algae just another lie?
What algae?
My blue-green algae. The one you use as a power source in the future.
Think about it. We live in bunkers below the Earth. What use is photosynthesis to us if we don't have any sunlight? Ironically, we must get by with the sources you left us. Our electrical power is provided by nuclear reactors.
So there is no Svensson generator?
No. At least not before my job is done.
Faye would never lie to me.
But she did. She finally must have realized that the world can't be saved by idealism and good intentions.
Oh my god, this game is
People
trying to
must
have a
be
plot
forced
twist,
to
and
do the right
instead
thing.
it becomes like stupid convoluted mess.
But if there wasn't a catastrophe, what are you doing here?
The plan is to cause a catastrophe.
Yeah.
What? You want to cause a reactor accident on purpose?
Exactly. Our experts calculated that the explosion of the Indes power plant will destroy the Brazilian rainforest from the Amazonas southwards in no time. It will make the total destruction of the climate look inevitable. Only immediate rethinking will save the world from collapsing. Power plants will be shut down. Alternative energy sources will be used. People like you will finally be taken seriously. It's the only chance to curtail the long-term damage to our ecosystem.
Also, can I just add here, like, Augie and like Duve are just like sitting there, they're not participating. Are they still drunk?
I still don't understand what you are hoping to achieve.
Mankind needs
Also,
a
I
wake-up
don't understand
call.
why the
Power
close up.
plants like this will completely ruin the rainforest's ecosystem over the next century. But when people finally realized that and decided to act, it was already too late. Only a catastrophe will open their eyes to the truth.
Madness.
We can change.
But you won't. We know that. To us, your failures are a thing of the darkest past.
You can't be serious. People will die. Species will be exterminated.
Cats
This is
and dogs
madness.
living together.
Is it?
Total madness.
People need a push before they will act. Without an immediate threat, you won't do anything. You
See,
of
this
all
is what
people should know
this
that.
is what I don't get. Like, why the dramatic music that they had before? Why not have it here too? This is supposed to be like this big like plot twist event. It's like realizing that like one of the protagonists has been lying to the other one like for the entire game.
But that's suicide.
Like
We will
all I
all
have is like
die.
this like
So
eerie
what?
whistling
We'll
sound
die
in the
anyway.
background.
There are only a couple of hundred people left in my time, Svensson, and those won't survive the next solar flare. If we don't make a new beginning today, soon there won't be a future. We sacrifice ourselves for the survival of mankind.
Okay, and?
Well, enough chit-chat. I have a power plant to blow up.
Salvador,
Okay.
wait. Damn it. Salvador.
Oh, okay, she's here now suddenly.
I'm sorry, Bent.
If Duva had died, you wouldn't have gone up in smoke, right?
No, I would still be here.
Hey, Ghost Rider, welcome back. I think you're just like catching the end
Get out
here.
of here. All three of you. I will try to stop Salvador.
I don't have to follow your orders. I will help you.
Don't you think it's enough if one fool dies today? Or do you really want to sacrifice yourself for a world that has done nothing but disappoint you?
Meh.
Bent, you haven't disappointed me.
All
I'm not
right,
the world.
but no more lies. No more nonsense about blue-green algae, and no more I will go up in smoke.
No smoke. Promise. Let's go.
No smoke. Oh. Wow.
Over there. That's the reactor core. That's Salvador's target. Let's go.
What the? Why are they working so fast now? It's like a freaking fast forward.
Hurry! The reactor core is starting to move.
On my way.
Wait, what?
Did you hear
The
that?
subtitles. Okay, now they're like proper
What was
subtitles.
that?
reactor stopped.
Help! Guards! Ah! Send a team to the core. Damn it! Can anybody hear me?
Oh my god, more puzzles.
What happened here?
Your dream of the apocalypse is coming true. Your friend stopped the crane. Now the reactor can't be cooled anymore and will explode in a few minutes.
What can we do about it?
Reactivate the crane! Oh, the
Duh!
switch is one floor down from here.
Can we control it from here?
There is an emergency flooding mechanism. But to activate it, the valve on the first floor has to be opened.
The crane's on the second floor, the valve on the first floor. Understood. Take care of Indez. I'll activate the crane.
How can she be this naive? That sociopath won't think twice about killing her.
Shut up. She'll make it.
She has to make it. She's the protagonist. Kinda, I guess.
Great, now hurry back. If the water touches the nuclear fuel rod, the whole room will be filled with boiling hot steam.
Not so fast. Well, well. If that isn't radio operator Faye,
Well, well.
and here I thought you might be useful. Guess I was wrong. Give me the blue-green algae.
What? Why?
Because then, neither you nor Bent Svensson have something on me. If you thwart my plan to save the world, I'll thwart yours.
What?
No tricks.
Could you just like throw the
I
knife at him?
promise. As soon as you're... So let it...
I hope everything will go well.
Of course, we'll make it.
That's no use.
Why didn't she give the...
No trick.
No tricks, bye-bye. It's like, walk away.
Don't look like that. The mission is much more important than anybody's life, even if it is your own.
Let me save, I don't know, like... It feels like one of those games that you can fuck it up at the very end.
Why do you want the algae?
You will find out soon. Or not, if you refuse to cooperate. No tricks. No tricks. Don't look like that. Even if it is...
Poor Bent.
Oh.
Wait, how can he hear us from here? And why isn't he doing anything?
That's no use. That's no use.
So I have to give him the algae?
Good. Now we can negotiate. If my plan is successful, and I'm sure it will be, this power plant will blow up, and the world will be in a frenzy to find alternative energy sources to prevent such a disaster from happening ever again. And that's the reason why I need Bent Svensson and the algae. Did you hear me, Svensson?
Okay.
Without a catastrophic event like this, no one will ever listen to you. I'll give you enough time to escape, and in return, you'll let me see my plan through.
Bent? Don't listen to him.
Don't worry, Faye. I'm not stupid.
Your compassion makes you stupid. Because you always want to do right by everybody. Nothing will ever change. Here's a challenge for you. Is your will to stop me strong enough to sacrifice Faye?
What?
You heard right. We either come to an understanding or Faye is going to die.
Good God.
I don't care. I can always back her up and reboot her later, right?
I hope everything will go well.
Of course, we'll make it.
Hey!
That was easy.
Damn it!
Oh, that was easy.
I opened the valve. You can activate the emergency flooding now.
But
He
you
won't
killed
do
her.
that. Poor Faye would drown if he did.
Meh.
And now, let me in. I have the algae, and I still want to negotiate.
Okay, I really don't know. Like, what's my options here?
That's no use. Vent. If you can't sacrifice me,
I'm gonna do it for you.
Stop! What are you doing?
steam, not smoke.
Why doesn't she just go in? Like, they could literally just go in the whatchamacallit, indoors.
What's so funny?
Show some
Your
emotion.
friends just got steamed. Do you want to know what for? For nothing. Nothing has changed. My power plant is still standing. I am alive. And you don't really believe that I will just let you walk away with the algae?
Weren't you injured like 2 minutes ago?
Yes, that is exactly what I believe. Good evening, Dr. Svensson. My name is Miranda Barbarez. I think that is enough of an introduction.
Excuse me?
I was at my husband's dinner party when I received a distress call from Brazil.
What?
The call came from your son at the command center of Emilio Indez. He said some crazy stuff about
what?
time travels, then put me through.
Who is this person?
What in God's name is going
Well,
on there?
What is going on?
I can tell you exactly what is going on here. A catastrophe is going on. 2 people just died because we are incapable of change.
Calm down, please. I promise that we will start an investigation into this incident.
Who
Come to
are
Oslo
you?
Immediately and bring that algae with you. We'll talk about everything else there.
Who are you? Also, isn't like this algae supposed to like have been steamed now? Or is it also like heat resistant? I don't get the ending here. What the actual fuck? And now it's the epilogue. Okay. Cool story. Who was that person?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hurricanes, forest fires, melting polar caps, and expanding deserts. Climate change is said to make our planet uninhabitable, but will it be as early as 2050? Today, I welcome the author of the novel, The Phoenix Plan. He has a doctorate in physics, is a special emissary of the EU, and an ambassador for a better world. Welcome, Dr. Leif Ogerson.
Good evening, Tom.
What?
Life. Your novel ends with a terrible catastrophe. Gonzalo, a militant eco-activist from the future, causes a major nuclear disaster, thereby destroying all of South America.
What?
That was the only way to save the world for good, or so he said. Are you serious?
Did you just tell the whole world about the fantastic ending of
So
my
this guy's
novel?
not actually a doctor, by the way, so it's not a scientist caricature.
Yes, it
He's
is.
supposed to be
Seriously, the
like a
important question
journalist.
you should ask is this: how can you encourage 7 billion people to act? 2 people alone can't save the world.
So you want to provoke your readers into action? Do you really think a sci-fi thriller is the right platform? Why wouldn't it be? My God, we live in the 80s.
Bullocks. Complete and utter nonsense.
What, talk shows?
Mr. Tall Tales tells the truth for once, and then claims that he had just made all of it up.
It's what they call force of habit, Bent. Some people never change.
Bah. Is there any more coffee?
Nope.
Damn it. How are we supposed to help save the
Save
world
the
when
world?
we're out of coffee?
Oh, you can just
tomorrow.
like see the people not like caring about this game by the end of like
Moscow
translating it.
trembles, and London drowns. We don't have time to dawdle. I need my coffee, and I need it now.
Bent?
What?
Moscow freezes.
Right.
Oh no. What a wholly unsatisfying ending that was. Like, well done. It's been ages since I was this disappointed in an ending. Like, there's like at least 5 ways they could have finished this and not have it be like this, like 2-minute epilogue cop out. No, at least it's done. Yay. Only took me an hour and a half today. A new beginning of what? I mean, after this game they went on to make the... What? Then the credits just... stop? What? Like, it's not a mid-credit scene if you... I'm confused. Yeah, sequel bait or just like, you know, she survived after all, like another version of her from the future came back. I don't know. But the thing is, like the credits, by the way, I didn't interrupt that. It cut out on its own. That's one thing. And like a new beginning, like Daedalic after this game kind of like went on to make like the Debonia games and Memoria and Chains of Sadinav and like whatever else other adventure game that I'm eventually gonna play and also hate my life for. And like to play another one? No. No. At least not by these developers. Honestly, like I would like to play one of these. That is like the most recent one that they made, just to compare and see if the production values have gone up any further. And hopefully, like, you know, subtitles and stuff, and voice acting. And hopefully the writing has become any better. Good grief. I mean, okay, honestly, short stream. I don't have anything else prepared yet. Let's see, like the next game I could probably have like started, like the smallest one of like the 4 for September are like maybe like Red Strings Club, but again, I it's probably gonna take like half an hour to set things up, so I don't want to just like have 1 hour to go. So yeah, let's do this game, this day in gaming. I was about to say this game in daying, which is dumb. You can just like make this day in gaming and then call it for today. And you know, go with what's it called? Go with you know, Sunday, have like a few more hours, like get one of those out of the way. I think I'm gonna start with Red Strings Club though, because that's the one that's like the shortest. It's apparently it takes around 4 hours to get through it. So I'm just like gonna start with that, then move on to Greece, then maybe the Sexy Brutal next couple of streams, and leave Castlevania Lords of Shadow Mirror of Fate for last. I'm gonna be honest, I think like all of the Spanish games that I've got lined up are kind of like short-ish, so I might be able to fit in like a week of like other random things, or maybe like stream a bit less and take the time to chill out for once. But yeah, let me get through this day in gaming first with September 1st, 1999. Happy September, everyone. We've got a few decent ones coming out over the years today. 23 years ago today, Fire Emblem Thracia, I don't know, like 776 came out on the SNES in Japan. It's one of the earlier Fire Emblem games. It's also one of the more rare ones to find, by the way. I I haven't played this one. It's really hard to find. It's never been remade. The only way to kind of like play it is just like either emulate it or pay exorbitant amounts of money to buy it. Let me just like check actually on eBay, because I'm pretty sure this one goes like for like at least like 3-digit numbers. Let's see, 776. Yeah, it starts from like there's like a cartridge alone is like $24, and it looks like a reproduction, honestly. Like there's like a boxed one for 150. Yeah, like a lot of them look like reproductions, to be honest. Like boxed ones at least, because that's like how you can kind of like generally tell if they're not like repros, because reproductions don't usually bother with like the boxes. Go for like between like 150 and God, what's like the highest one I can see here? 400. It's like the deluxe pack is like $1,180. Jesus, it's like over $1,000 to just like get one game. Yeah, I think this is like probably like one of the more expensive ones, unless you consider like the what was it, like Path of Radiance, which is for like the GameCube one, which is like even more difficult to find. Yeah, like the lowest one you can find of Path of Radiance is like $350, which is a lot. Like you can get the disc for $200, which is slightly cheaper. Oh my dear God, so expensive. Yeah, because apparently they only did like a very, very limited run for this. Yeah, I haven't played this. Apparently it's really good. It's also really rare. On the other hand, 22 years ago, back in time when like the Y2K thing was still a thing, Pokemon Puzzle League and Pokemon Puzzle Challenge made it out on the N64 and Game Boy Color respectively. As far as I remember, this was kind of like a Tetris style game, but with like Pokemon elements. I've not played either, because honestly, if it's not like the mainline Pokemon games, like all the side stuff except maybe Snap and maybe the Pogen games aren't like that great, to be honest. Or you know, like maybe the TCG game that was on the Game Boy at some point. But yeah, it's like a Tetris type game. A game that I did play though is like what came out 14 years ago in 2008 on PC. Spore came out. You know, Spore, that like totally out of left field like pivot that Maxis did from like SimCity and The Sims and all of that to make an intergalactic grand strategy thing with customized life forms, I guess. So basically the Spore I played a little bit of like when it came out. It had like this very unique concept of like taking a civilization from like literally the cell stage and evolving it all the way into like starfaring civilization. So you basically start with like a little like amoeba type cell that you customize some things about, and you have to kind of like guide it into like feeding onto other amoebas and kind of like growing in size. And then like eventually when you reach like certain I want to say checkpoints, but that's not correct, like thresholds. When you reach certain thresholds, it evolves into like the next life form until eventually it kind of like makes it out of the oceans. And I don't like this song. Do you have any like more upbeat? It's like nicer, I guess. So yeah, like until it eventually kind of like evolves into like a proper life form, gets out of the oceans, and then you go into like the tribe stage where there's like multiple of your like organism, and you're meant to kind of like make a rudimentary tribe out of it and then grow it, and then it slowly becomes like a civilization, and then it moves on to the final stage, which is kind of like the RTS part of it. So it basically starts as like kind of like a survival thing when you're a cell, then it moves into kind of like a more, you know, group action kind of thing where you kind of like hunt or befriend other like groups of similar civilizations. and then it goes into like the stage where you actually manage cities and like eventually an entire planet, and then you go colonize other planets, and I don't know where that ends, to be honest. Unique game. I did not like it at all. Its focus is like all over the place, like it's tonal whiplashes to the degree of, say, Brutal Legend, where at one point you're playing like an open world action hack and slash thing, and the very next moment you're playing like a 3D sacrifice-esque strategy game with like resource management and stuff. It's like so weird. Like marrying like totally different like types of games doesn't always work, and like both Spore and Brutal Legend are kind of a good indication of things that don't really work together all that well. What did work together though, interesting segue, was what came out in 2009, 13 years ago. 2009, not nice. Why did I say nice? But anyway, 2009, 13 years ago, Champions Online came out on PC. You may have played this. It was for a lot of years the de facto MMORPG for like superhero themes. Before DC Universe Online came out, before Marvel Heroes kind of existed for a few years and then got shut down. No. Champions Online. I like City of Heroes. I don't know. Like, as far as I know, Champions Online was like slightly more popular than City of Heroes, but I guess they probably like came at around the same time. I need to check this now, but I'm pretty sure Champions Online was slightly more popular. Let's see. City of Heroes was from 2004. Okay, so City of Heroes did predate Champions Online. Yeah, fair enough. Like that's my bad. I'm probably like, confusing the two. But anyway, like a lot of people that have played Champions of Online, I know, like have like said like very good things about it. Anyway, I probably shouldn't be like making broad statements like those since I haven't actually played either of those. Superheroes aren't like a thing that I am like super obsessed about. Like even like the Marvel movies, I kind of like lost interest at around like the time Guardians of the Galaxy 1 came out. So maybe I shouldn't be, giving out like these like grand statements about it. One thing I did play a lot of, well, not this one specifically, but one of those, it's like what came out on the same day as Champions Online, which was Guitar Hero 5, aka we keep milking this until it dries off completely, which came out on the PS3, Xbox 360, and Wii. And like you've made it when like your multi-platforms include the Wii. I've played like hundreds of hours of Guitar Hero 3. After that, I didn't really feel like paying another 60 euros or 70 euros to get like the same experience but with like other songs, especially since like Guitar Hero 3 you can also mod to add like custom map nodes. But yeah, I've played hours of 3. Like I could actually finish through the Fire and Flames on like hard, not like the like insane difficulty, but like the second hardest, with like a reasonable score, aka I didn't like fail me immediately, because like Guitar Hero on like hard and above, like the through the Fire and Flames, you basically have to do this all the time. It's like a constant series of kind of like back and forth between like the red and green thread. Long hair headbanging. No. My hair was like around this length when I was playing Guitar Hero 3, so no. Fun fact, I did have like a ponytail in college, which was like a couple of years before I started playing Guitar Hero 3. But there are no pictures of that. I've made sure. Photoshop can make these things come true, but like nothing compares to the real thing, to be honest. Also, I was clean shaven back then, and pictures also don't exist of that anymore. The phrase baby face comes to mind, sadly. But yeah, anyway, Guitar Hero 5, yet another one from Activision, like before during the time they were trying to drive the series into the ground. I think 5 was kind of like the last one before they kind of like gave up. Because I know like after 3 they started doing like these themed ones. It was like the Aerosmith one, the Metallica one. God, I don't remember if there's like others. Like I know about the Aerosmith one because my brother had that on the Wii. And I know about the Metallica one because everyone made fun of that. I guess like is 5 like the last one that came out? And I'm like curious to find out now. Let's see. Guitar Hero. Let's see. Decline and hiatus. Isn't there like a list? Guitar Hero, yeah, 2009. Warriors of Rock was the 6th one. Jesus Christ. Yeah, and they did Live, which was like the last one, basically. Fun fact, I do own like a couple of versions of Guitar Hero. Like I did have 3 back in the day. I did have the DS one. And it's kind of fun fact, the DS one worked with like a special adapter that I don't own anymore because I kind of like lost it somewhere. Which, here's the thing. The DS one only worked on the original DS because it had a Game Boy Advance slot, and that's where the special adapter went. So basically, for Guitar Hero for the DS, you would have like the DS like this, like the clamshell design. So instead of holding it like this and playing, you would hold it like this. Well, actually, like this. And basically, your hand was meant to go on the back. The adapter would go here with like all the frets on the Game Boy Advance slot, and you were meant to kind of like play like this and strum with the stylus. It was awkward. I never managed to finish that game because it's just like incredibly awkward. It even comes with a strap, so like you can like strap the DS to your hand so it doesn't like move around, so you can like go faster with the frets. But it's bad on so many levels. I've never finished that game because like you basically need to dislocate your fingers in order to make it work, honestly. Yeah, so that was it for 2009. Let's move on to 2011, where we have a few more interesting games. First of all, Corpse Party Book of Shadows came out on the PSP September 1st, 2011. It's, as far as I know, kind of like pixel-ish, top-down horror RPG, I think. I've actually had it on my wish list for a while. I don't know if I went around to actually buying it eventually. Let me check. Corpse. No, I don't. Okay. It eventually made its way to PC and other consoles. It's apparently quite good. I don't know much about it other than it's kind of like both RPG and horror game. What I do know is the other game that came out on September 1st, 2011, which was Driver San Francisco, coming out on the PS3 and Xbox 360. It's the first Driver game that kind of allows you to swap cars on the fly. It's also like the weirdest what's it called? Kind of like entry in the series, as far as I remember, because you're basically like the way you swap out cars is you kind of like possess the drivers. The whole thing is that you can kind of like hop from car to car and like I guess like float out as a ghost or something. I don't remember if like the plot twist is that the driver at the end is kind of like supposed to be like dead or comatose or something, and he's just like dreaming the whole thing. But you could kind of like possess different like cars throughout the game and kind of like jump through them. He's in a coma. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I never finished that, but that's kind of like the thing. And I think if you try to like zoom too far out, you start hearing like an EKG kind of like beep 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 kind of thing. And I mean, yeah, like I said though, I haven't exactly played through the entire thing. I remember playing a bit of it. I'm not a lot into car games except maybe like Burnout, so I didn't really like commit to even like going halfway through, so I didn't really know. I'm sorry. Ubisoft tried new things on its games. Yeah, like remember like Far Cry 3 or like even better Far Cry Blood Dragon. That was, I think, the last time that they tried to be a bit more original, even if they did it to like a reskinned version of Far Cry 3. But yeah, on the same day, Grand Knight's History came out in Japan on the PSP again. The PSP got like a lot of games over the years, especially like JRPGs. Although I think Grand Knight's History is actually kind of like a strategy game. But yeah, it kind of like makes me sad that like a lot of the library wasn't available here, because I do own a PSP somewhere in storage, but like most of the games that I've played, I've actually had to like install custom firmware and download them, because big surprise, the proprietary UMDs that it used aren't very like common nowadays anymore. So yeah, like the PSP is incredibly easy to like custom firmware for. Like it's literally as easy as putting it on like a memory stick and like sticking it in and running the thing. Assassin's Creed multiplayer was fun. I mean, like I didn't really like care about the multiplayer, to be honest, in the Ubisoft games, but like they did have like interesting stuff back in the day. Like I can start from like the late 90s and go with like Beyond Good and Evil, and like the third Populous game was kind of neat for its time. Ubisoft. What else did Ubisoft make? Yeah, like the first couple of Assassin's Creed and Splinter Cells, Driver. Again, Far Cry Blood Dragon was like such a unique idea that I never expected Ubisoft to like come up with. Yeah, they used to have, you know, more unique stuff and less kind of like regurgitated takes on the same idea. Same with EA, actually. EA also used to be, when it was called Electronic Arts, it also used to be a lot more interesting to follow than now. Nowadays, like following either Ubisoft or EA or Activision, it's just like, you know, corruption and mistreating your employees and sexual harassment and scandal after scandal after scandal after scandal, and buying studios and then shattering them to absorb their IPs, and, you know, sacrificing babies to like the forces that be or something. I don't know, like it's very depressing nowadays, unfortunately. But back in the good old days, it used to be fun. Speaking of fun, well, I hear the next one is fun, actually. Like Ghost Rider is probably gonna like chime into this, because I've not played this yet. 7 years ago, it's kind of like too early for my backlog. I'm still at around the like 15 years ago part of my backlog and trying to catch up year by year. But yeah, 7 years ago, September 1st, 2015, a little game called Mad Max came out on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Ghost Rider, I'm sure, has like played the hell out of it. I'm sure you mentioned it somewhere. Yeah, I kind of want to do it, but again, it's an open world game. At the moment, I'm trying to limit myself to one open world game at a time, and it just so happens that I kind of am in the process of playing Yakuza now. So maybe when that's done, I might just like, you know, give this one a try. Could definitely be better, but you have fun. Yeah, I remember you were talking about this. I'm like, fair enough. I need to get around to it eventually. Something I didn't play. No, never mind. I didn't play this one. But on the same day, another little known game that you may or may not have heard of, Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain, coming out on PC, PS3, PS4, and Xbox One. I've actually only played the prequel to this, which is the what's the Ground Zeroes or something, which is just like basically one base and maybe like 20 scenarios into that like one same base. It's like Ground Zeroes is basically an exercise in taking 30 minutes of content and stretching it out to like 10 hours of a game. Interesting experience. I still need to go back and do the last couple of scenarios. I do also want to go back to play Metal Gear Solid 5 for a spoiler reason that they fixed later on. I think I know what you mean. I think I know the one you're talking about, because I did follow that back in the day, mainly because of the controversy that like they They got rid of Kojima shortly after, like shortly before this game was done. At any rate, it's another one on my to-do list, sadly. And sadly, this one apparently needs like 200 odd hours to get everything in. Not counting the FCB, forward command base, or something like that, like the Facebook part of the game. Unfortunately, there's like this whole thing where you can like build a base and have other people attack it, and it was also like one of the first instances of like very dumb DLC where you could buy insurance for your forward command base from Konami so that you wouldn't lose all of your supplies during like raids, which is such a fucking dumb thing to have in a game. Just like sell insurance for your digital goods. Dumb. Anyway, we're moving on to 2 years ago, because apparently between 2015 and 2020 no one dared release anything on September 1st, where we have a few kind of interesting contenders. First of all, a game that terrifies me to my very core, Crusader Kings 3, came out 2 years ago, September 1st, 2020. The latest in the utterly ridiculous, but in a good way, Grand Strategy series by Paradox, which terrifies me for two reasons. One, it seems like an incredibly addictive game because of how it handles character generation interactions, like the monarchs and stuff and so on that you create. And secondly, because of the sheer amount of DLCs that Paradox seems to release about like every single game that they own. I believe like in Crusader Kings 3 at this point in time you can get like maybe like 100 odd DLCs. Let me check. Crusader Kings 3, which has... Wait, 5? That's not right. Huh. Was it Crusader Kings 2 that had like 100 odd DLC? I might be thinking of Crusader Kings 2 then. Which I do own, and yeah, which just has 32 DLCs. No, wait, it's not 32. Never mind, because they've actually consolidated them. There's 66 items in the Imperial Collection, one of which is the game, the other 65 of them being DLCs and add-ons, and in a grand cost of 300 euros. 280, sorry, 280 euros or something? Yeah. No, 317 euros and 35 cents. Wow. Although it doesn't actually reach like the most ridiculous spot, because there's like Train Simulator exists, which has like 1,000 euros worth of DLCs. But yeah, Crusader Kings is also like very complicated to kind of like master, which is probably a good thing. Also probably not for me. Maybe at some point I'm going to play like the second one and have some fun with it at some point. Something else that's kind of like more simple that came out on the same day 2 years ago was the remaster of Kingdoms of Amalur, the Re-Reckoning. And I swear to God, between this and the Darksiders games, the trend of rebranding your games with like dumber and dumber titles to re-release them is getting on my nerves. So in case you didn't know, Darksiders 1 had like a remastered version called War Mastered, because get it, you play as the character of War in that one. And Darksiders 2 had a remaster called the Definitive Edition, not definitive with an F, definitive as in death, because you play as Death in that game. So there's also this one called Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. There's probably like a couple more like similarly named re-releases that I'm kind of forgetting at the moment, out of like psychological defense or something that I'm not getting upset about. I really wish they wouldn't do this, like re-release something that came out like 10 years ago, like 6 years later. It's really annoying. And speaking of annoying, I know Ghost Rider has opinions about this one as well. Marvel's The Avengers came out on PS4 and Xbox One 2 years ago. I've heard this one is bad, like very very bad, and also monetize up the ass as far as I remember. Fuck that game. Yeah, I thought you'd say that. I remember the reaction when it first came out, and yeah, apparently they did like a lot of dumb things, and then they went and rebalanced it with like even dumber things. And apparently, as far as I remember, it had like this whole like weird like loot box thing going on, even though it was a single player thing essentially. So you know, there's like not even like the hook of customization to justify that. Dumb. Such a shame. That's like the last one for like September 1st. So it kind of like ends on a downer note. Wonder what the Furious thing, the Darksiders 3 will be. Furious. Gee, I wonder like maybe it's gonna be like Darksiders 3 Infuriated Edition. I don't know. I don't expect the third one to get a remaster though. I remember that Darksiders 3 didn't really do that well generally, so I'm almost certain they don't really have like an incentive to remake them. The first two did really well apparently, even though the first one I found like highly derivative. I did enjoy it, but found it highly derivative of a lot of things. There was like the Portals bit, there was like the Panzer Dragoon bit, there was like the God of War bit. There's like bits and bits and bits. It's like the second one kind of like came more into its own as a game, although the second one kind of borrowed a lot of things from Zelda. Yeah, the second one does the Zelda bit more than the first one. That's the thing. That's why I don't consider it like a Darksiders 1 bit, but more like a Darksiders 2 bit. Like right down to like the DS2 was also DMC. I mean, a bit. DMC with like RPG elements mostly, and like the whole kind of like customized, like randomized loot thing, because that was also popular back in the day. But they were pleasant games. They were fun games. Like they were like a bit over the top in like all the right ways that it didn't like get infuriating. And as far as I remember, Darksiders 3 tried to do what Darksiders 1 and 2 had done to Portal, Panzer Dragoon, Zelda, God of War, Devil May Cry, blah blah blah, and do it to Dark Souls. And by everyone's account that have played that, I haven't played it yet, but by everyone's account that have played that, it failed miserably. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna have a remake. I think like Darksiders 3 probably kind of like killed the series indefinitely. There was also like the Genesis spin-off, which was apparently decent for like a twin stick shooter. Need to continue the one with Strive or Genesis, that's the one. That one did kind of like decently, but that one was also like lower budget, so it's not exactly like a continuation of the series, so to speak. But yeah, that was like the. If I have it, do I have it? Do I have Genesis? I don't think so. No, I don't have it. I mean, if you're not in like much of a hurry, I'm probably gonna get in like a bundle or something. It's like 30 euros. I don't want to pay that for like a twin stick shooter. Because I'm not very good at them, not for like any other reason. I'm really just not very good at twin stick shooters. I own a lot of them, and it has always been like this hope, like this like deep down hope that I'm gonna enjoy this one, I'm gonna like this one, and it's gonna be great. And I do end up liking them, to be fair. I just can't finish them, or at least I can't be good enough in them that it kind of like becomes annoying to me. Like I think the last one I played was God, what was it called? The one with the buggies, the jeeps, the tanks. There was like a Sega one that had a cutscene style similar to A New Beginnings. Renegade Ops, thank you, that's the one. See, I described it correctly, didn't I? I've played halfway through that, and it was kind of like difficult to keep going because I'm not very good at them. And in that one, you also need to have like a relatively like good map awareness. So it's just not. I'm not there yet. I do like them. I do like twin stick shooters. I just really, really, really wish I was better at them. I'm trying to remember which other ones I own of like those. Let me check. Twin stick shooters. Let's see. It's like on Steam, a series of them. Wait, can I actually like filter my library by store tag? Yes, I can. Twin stick shooter. Let's see. I've actually got like 34 of them. Well, according to the Steam tags, maybe like probably like not all of them count. So yeah, it's like the Alien Breed games I own, Assault Android Cactus, which we saw on stream. Technically, Bastion is a twin stick shooter, although I finished that one. Beat Hazard 1 and 2. Cosmocoria, Crypt Ark, Enter the Gungeon, these are kind of more like roguelikes with twin stick elements. Gatling Gears, Good Robot, which I tried and failed at. The two Halo games, Spartan Assault and Spartan Strike. Nuclear Throne, which is again roguelike with twin stick elements. Nation Red, which I never managed to finish. Yep, Renegade Ops, Really Big Sky, which is one of those that I did finish. Shadowgrounds, Ruiner, Rive. Rive, I don't know, it's kind of like more like a side-scrolling thing, but anyway. I even own Warhammer 40k Kill Team. I didn't even know I had this. Is it really a twin stick shooter? Oh, it is. Okay. Color me surprised. Oh, I probably haven't played it because mixed reviews. I don't know why I own it though. So Jesus Christ. And yeah. So this is like an early finish for the stream. So if like anyone feels like asking anything before I go away while we still have the music going on, feel free. We could go for like maybe a few minutes into like the just chatting, a few more minutes into the just chatting category. Also would be like a good time to mention like next month's games, which will start on Sunday, which are these. Sadly, like it doesn't keep the formatting here, so you know, let me just like pick them up from the top. So we are doing Spanish games next month, like this month technically. We've got Castlevania Lords of Shadow, the side-scrolling spin-off, I guess, Mirror of Fate, which originally came out on the 3DS and then got ported, I guess, or like remade for PC and PS4, made by Mercury's team of Madrid. We've got Gris, which is the kind of like I want to say it's like a platform game. I haven't actually seen any of it. Apparently it's like a story-focused platform thing with physics, made by Nomada Studios of Barcelona. And the reason I know very little about this is because I really try to avoid spoilers. I was warned by like multiple people that I maybe should not, you know, get like spoiled on this. Same for the next one, Sexy Brutal, which is a puzzle thing in the vein of Deathloop, where you kind of like replay certain parts until you, I guess, like kill all the people in the mansion. There's like a mansion, there's like a party or something going on. You need to, as far as I understand, kill all of the other guests. It's made by Tequila Works of Madrid. It's probably the one I'm most excited about because I've seen like 10 minutes of it and then immediately kind of like tuned out. And also we've got the Red Strings Club, which I think is like an adventure / visual novel thing, made by the Construct team of Valencia. I know nothing about this. I only have it because it was bundled with something else that I wanted. But yeah, these are going to be the 4 games for September. I'm going to update the spreadsheet very, very soon. There's like another link if you still need it. I might like swap around the order in which I'm gonna play these. I may or may not do maybe Red Strings Club first because I think it's the shortest one. I could probably clear it out in one stream, and then move on to Grease, Sexy Brutal, and leave Castlevania Lords of Shadow for last. As far as How Long to Beat tells it, they're all very short games, like maximum of 1 to 2 streams per game. So if it does come to it and we do have a lot of free time during the end of September, I might just like weave in a little bit of, I don't know, like other filler games like Deep Rock Galactic, or maybe do like 1 or 2 streams of like Warframe, which I haven't touched in like a year or two. Actually, I haven't played Warframe since my previous PC got fried, so that's like 11 months now, almost a year. Just like weave a few other like kind of like less low commitment games in between until October. And on October, since I'm kind of like talking about my plans here, it's gonna be horror games again, because October without horror games isn't really like October. The twist here is because I can't actually find enough of like a specific country's games that has like just horror games, except Japan, because I don't want to do Japan. I said like from the start that like US, the UK, and Japan are kind of like off limits because I wanted to focus on less populous what was it called, like game development hubs. So I'm thinking, because I can't actually find a lot of horror games from like any one given country that's not Japan, I'm probably gonna do like Asian horror games month and just like pick a couple from like, there's like Korea, Thailand, and because like there's like a Singaporean one as well on Steam, but I can probably kind of like scrape together 5 or so horror games from like generally like countries that are like in the Asia region, and make like a themed month from like all of those. That leaves November, which I still haven't locked in a country for, and December, which may or may not be Greek games. I'm still having trouble getting 2 of them to run, but if I do manage to get those, or like manage to get like a replacement that's suitable, I'm gonna do that on December. Or maybe like I'll do that on November and leave December for something else. But just like more or less I just need like one more like country. So if you've got any suggestions for that, you can drop them in Discord. You can give me a whisper on like I guess like Steam maybe, or just like here, give me like a couple of suggestions and stuff. That's fine as well. And yeah, that's like kind of like the general game plan for the end of this. Like 9 months in, it's like four more slots, 4 more like groups to go. There's like September, October, November, and December, and that's like second challenge, second year in a row that like I managed to do it. I'm gonna be honest. After the PC got kind of fucked in February to March. It's like between the time when we were doing like the Finnish to Slovak games. I didn't think I was going to be able to finish this challenge because I didn't really know when I was going to get my replacement system. Thankfully, we caught up, partly thanks to my wonderful fiancée. She did kind of like help me fund half of it. Also probably because she got bored of seeing me like be like super depressed about it. But yeah, I really didn't expect I'd be able to keep up with this, and I'm very happy that I did, because I actually got to like, even if it's not done yet, I actually got to play so many fun games, and finish a lot of them too. Like I'm already at like 20 odd games, which is more than I have finished on stream last year. Actually, the last completed game I have on here is Spec Ops, so that was like number 20. And number 20 last year was Distrained in December. So with a new beginning today, we are officially one more completion than last year. So GG for that, because I do want to finish games on stream. It just like feels neater. It gets through my backlog. It also makes the VODs a bit more complete, I guess. So yeah, like I've actually played and finished a lot of really good games during this year's like challenge. Outland was kind of fun. Trine 3 for what it did was kind of bad. Quantum Break I did end up finishing off stream, so I don't count that, but it was also really good. Vaporum, House of Da Vinci, those were decent-ish. I hated a few things that they did, but never mind. Gomo was way too short, but still kind of interesting. Shadows Awakening was like probably my first kind of big surprise, I guess. Wait, I didn't start. Oh, I started from March. That's dumb. Okay, let me take it from the top. So let's see. Arx Fatalis is the first one that I finished. We finished this during January. Basically, kind of like took half the month to finish it, but it was worth it. I loved every moment of it. Junky as it was, annoying as it was, I loved every moment of it. Siberia 2 was also quite decent. The Council Chapter 1 was great. Layers of Fear was good. Painkiller Black was also good. These games kind of like fell apart at the end, to be honest, but they were still like really decent games. Outland Trine 3 again. Let's go all the way to like Shadows Awakening, which was my first kind of like big surprise of the challenge. In that I enjoyed it immensely, and I didn't expect to. In fact, after like the year's done, I'm probably gonna like maybe stream it a bit more and do like a few more of the like other paths. We had like Assault Android Cactus, which I'm not very crazy about, to be honest. Hollow Knight, which I absolutely adored, but I'm kind of also dreading doing like all the achievements for. Celeste, another one that I was sure I was gonna love, and I did love to the point that I still played off stream and slowly kind of like trying to get like all the strawberries and B-side tapes and stuff. Stories Path of Destinies, which honestly annoyed me by how much it fumbles its general concept. I really wish they'd done more with like the whole kind of like multiple choice thing and didn't kind of like force you to replay the same scenarios with like minute differences here and there. We finished Outcast Second Contact on stream, which was quite decent, although I'm not very happy that I had to just like go back and replay a few bits because there's like a few missables that didn't really transfer well from the original edition. Wolf, the Red Hood Diaries was probably the one I hated finishing the most, but then again it was also short enough to just like be done in one stream, so whatever. Venetica, for all its flaws, I really enjoyed. Spec Ops The Line was nice. I keep thinking about Spec Ops that if I wasn't very like clued into what the game was trying to do, I might have not enjoyed it as much. Like I thought about it a lot after finishing it, and I came to the conclusion that had I not known not the plot twist specifically, but kind of like the whole idea of like subverting the third action shooter, the third person action shooter like thing, I might have just thought it of as a very mediocre the third person shooter and not even finished it. So in that regard, being spoiled is probably done more in favor of the game than against it. And then we come to A New Beginning, which is yet another Daedalic game, adventure game. Yay! I really need to stop playing this, but I don't know. It's like probably some kind of like morbid fascination, because here's like the thing about the Daedalic games. Some of them are hugely inconsistent in tone. Some of them have very badly written characters. Some of them have awful to the level of atrocious voice acting and translating. But there's always something interesting about them. There's like something intriguing about them. Like Deponia, the one with the annoying characters, it has like this intriguing idea of what happens in like a junkyard world, and it brings in very badly handled concepts of morality and I guess like robotics maybe. It mishandles every single idea badly because of how much of an asshole the main character Rufus is. But the ideas are there. They just never like seem to, you know, develop them properly. A New Beginning, it's like this whole environmental message in it. There's this feel of something between The Dig and Broken Sword as far as visuals and like the general like visual direction goes. The aesthetic as well is kind of interesting. The puzzle's a bit weird, but not illogical most of the time. And yet it gets let down by both the translation, the voice acting, and a few errors in the transcripts. And like Edna and Harvey would have been fine if it had just stuck to one of the two moods. It could either be like this like hilarious kind of like wacky adventure like it starts, or it could be like this moody kind of like psychological drama that it ends up as. But trying to be both didn't really do it any favors, to be honest, and made the rest of it a lot more infuriating. So this is like probably like I'm kind of like explaining here why I'm still playing these games. It's because there has to be like one game where they got like the ideas correct and the execution correct, or at least like, you know, not correct, but like at least they got it right. Yeah, I don't know, like maybe Memoria is gonna be the one, or like maybe the God, what's the other one, like the most recent Deponia, no, not Deponia, hold on, the most recent like Daedalic adventure game was let me check. Oh, it's like either State of Mind or like the Pillars of the Earth. Maybe like one of those is gonna be, you know, the one that does both correctly. Who knows? I'm gonna keep playing them at some point just to find out. There's like some kind of like morbid fascination. And hey, at the end of the day, like at the very worst, you people are getting great reactions and I'm getting less games on my backlog. So it's still progress. Probably it's like a lowest common denominator kind of progress, but it's still progress. But yeah, I think I've monologued enough today. It's been like half an hour since the game was done, so I am going to see if anyone's live actually. Oh, me old friend Millimage, what a surprise. Maybe I should like make like a raid Millimage command instead of like looking who's live every time. But anyway, let's go say hi to Millimage and I'll go get a bit earlier rest. I'll hang out in his stream for a while. So tag along, let's go say hi. He's doing more FF14, probably PvP, I guess. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for enduring what I endured. And I'll see you on Sunday with probably the Red Strings Club. Until then, have a lovely rest of the evening and see you around. Bye-bye.